are required to free climb out of this hole, meaning without ropes.
Oh, whoa.
Yes,
I don't think so.
it is. I don't know much about this tours, but I do know there's a very nice waiver involved. Yeah, they are not offered at the moment because none of our staff is trained on it. So, all right, guys, I'm going to just show you a few things here in front of me. So if the kiddos are able to come back up.
Go back up. Pass Papa. You can stand right here in front of me, because he'll want to see it too.
And then, yeah, you guys will be right here. Perfect, perfect. Okay, I brought with me a black light. You guys actually, if you can sneak together, pretend you like each other, even though you're just not like a dog. That was an up reference. Never mind, just ignore me. There is exposed calcite right here, and a black light will react with the calcite.
Ooh.
Purple.
Purple.
Now we call this one our fried egg.
Yeah.
Thank you. And
It made sense. It looks like a Friday.
nice, nice. I like fried eggs. This one would still taste like that, so I don't recommend it. Anyway, there are a lot of rings here. These rings don't indicate a year like a tree. These rings are going to indicate a wet or dry period. A dry period will be brown, and a wet period when the rock was growing would be that yellow or green that you might see there. Now, this one has many rings, and what that tells us is this grew or lived through many of those periods of time. But this one right next to it doesn't have as many. And so what that tells us is these did not grow at the same time. It is possible these grew centuries or millennia apart from each other. Now, without carbon dating, I can't say which one came first, but I like to say it was the egg. You guys are also going to see some purple drops here. Purple.
Look at that.
Purple drops. Yeah. That is candle wax. So when you were on a tour with Frank, you tied your ropes here and you put your candles next to it.
Oh, goodness.
I have no idea how anyone survived.
It's already put candle already.
Now what's fun to do is exposed calcite will hold on to the radiation from the UV backlight. Oh, keep your eye on the rock here. I'm going to count to 3. Can you guys see that? Yeah? Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, saves leg.
It does. It does just for a few seconds.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Which is super fun. If you're curious what I do in my downtime, it's looking for stuff. Sadly, it doesn't last long enough for me to make a smiley face, but there we are. All right, one last thing to show you guys before we head out. This stalactite is very fancy. It is made out of solid calcite crystal, and so we call it a cave bell because it does this.
Cool.
Wow.
Super fun. Not all stalactites will do that, and that tone does change based on the purity of the calcite and the size of the stalactite. All right, guys, we're going to make our way out. Before we do, we're going to hit the heat and the sunlight, so be prepared for that. If you're not from Tucson, you're not prepared for that. The next staircase we go down is very steep and narrow, so watch your step on that one. I hope you guys had a good time today. If you did, my name is Deb, her name is Nancy. We do accept tips, comments, reviews. If you do not have a good time, then we're both named Sam.
You don't have option.
Gabrielle, wait for Daddy.
Gahit lang siya gulog. Sinabihan siyang hindi ano.
Hinahawakan na kayo.
Lahat ata inahawakan niya. Matigas yung ulo eh.
May mga kabataan niyo. Lalo mong sabaling lalo.
Naglalamat to. Naglalamat.
Gusto ko naman dagupan kanina.
Kanina pa ako. Inis na
Para
ako.
ko ako na mukha.
Parang nasa ano.
Kids lie down there.
I can hide in there. Because my body still can fit that one.
Parang mga kote.
Kasi nagkata, oh.
Diyan kaya ata tayo bumaba kanina, no?
Oh.
I think we go down earlier in there, yeah.
Daan tayo dito.
What? Yeah, we go down earlier in there.
It's not different way.
Huh?
Palikot lang sa tato.
Yeah, because we go down earlier in there. So this is the one that this is in the entrance already.
Oh, I think this is the
Yeah. And that's up Lola's go back.
going home tayo.
Yeah.
Dito tayo binabaan. Natin ang tapo.
Doon last kanina sa ano.
Oo.
Hindi ata yun nakakaintindi yung lalaki na. Ang ganda.
Buti may ilaw.
Yun lang nga eh. Makita mo siya kasi may ilaw.
Kalimutan kong mag-video kanina. Kalukong.
Video ka.
Nawala sa isip ko, huli na ako nag-video eh.
People belled, but then we got tired of hearing bells.
Ulo ng cellphone.
No?
Hindi na yung kakuha. May light man, extra light yun sila. Para naman ako hindi taga-bundok. Yeah. Si Mama dito